Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Kayla Lunsford. She's Family and Consumer Sciences Agent in Garrard County. And today we are going to be talking a little bit about summer food safety. Summertime and outdoor picnics tend to go hand in hand, but with those warm temperatures comes with some extra precautions when keeping our food safe.
I'll just go through some simple food safety rules. The first thing that I always do before I handle any food, of course, is to wash my hands. It is really the most important thing you can do to protect you and your family from getting sick. So I always wash my hands with good, warm, soapy water for at least 20 seconds. I give myself enough time to sing the happy birthday song at least twice, and then we're ready to go. I also like to make sure my hair is pulled back and have a little apron on. So we just make sure everything is good and clean. And also that I'm working on a good clean surface as well. The number one thing when it comes to our picnic food is that we want to make sure that we're keeping it at the correct temperature. If you've got a cooler, you can put your cold foods in. That is a great thing to do. We want to keep our cold foods cold, and then our hot foods we want to keep hot. So if you have an insulated bag or something that you can keep the temperatures where they are, that is super important, especially in the heat. So usually when we're out and about and inside, we would use the 2-hour rule. So we don't let food sit out at room temperature for more than 2 hours. But when it's hot outside, if we're in the heat, we don't want to let our food sit out more than 1 hour. And put your cold salads and things like that in the cooler with ice. You want to have ice in there as well. Just because you have it in a cooler and maybe have some ice down at the bottom doesn't necessarily mean that your food's staying as cold as it needs to. It really needs to be surrounded by that ice. When it comes to hand washing, it could be as simple as a big jug of water, and you and someone else takes turns holding the water bottle for the other person so they can wash their hands underneath. Just bring a little bit of soap with you. If nothing else, have some hand sanitizer on hand. So I'm going to share with you one of my favorite summertime recipes to make. It's super quick and simple. We're going to use 2 10-ounce cans of diced tomatoes with chilies. And I have drained the juice from those. We're also going to do a 15-ounce can of black beans. And if you can find the low sodium version, that is great. And I've also drained and rinsed those. A 15-ounce can of black-eyed peas, also drained and rinsed. A 15-ounce can of no salt added corn. And then ordinarily, you would also do a 15-ounce can of white corn, although my grocery store didn't have that, so we're improvising a little bit today. And then you're just going to add about a cup to a cup and a half of light Italian dressing. So I'm just going to add that to it. And you can add a little bit of garlic powder, salt and pepper to taste, although I've made this recipe lots of times and I think it's great even without that. So I'm just going to give it a little mix. But as you can see, it's super easy. It's really colorful. It's really good if you let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours, maybe even overnight. Really lets those flavors marinate. But so I've got a picnic tomorrow. I just will cover that up, stick it in a cooler, and I'm good to go.
If you would like more food safety resources or the recipe from today, be sure to reach out to your local extension office. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Store your Tailgater Caviar leftovers in a covered container within 2 hours. If you're outside, be sure to store leftovers within 1 hour. Eat within 3 to 4 days. Enjoy!